Anyways, buying a car. Hey, let's get back to some bread and circus here. Buying a car. Dear Billy Bald Boy, hey Bill. First, I just wanted to say thank you for your show you put on in Springfield. It was fantastic, and definitely would love to see you come back sometime. I had a great time too. Thank you. I always listen to the podcast on my bus ride to school. Anyways, I am a sophomore in high school, and I just received my permit. Good for you, man. That's a big day. I have a job, and I'm saving up for a car. I was wondering what your first car ever was, and what kind of car would be good for a first-timer like me, and what should I look for when buying a car that would be beneficial? Thanks. I had a 1983 Ford Ranger, 4-cylinder, 5-speed overdrive, black vinyl seats, fire engine red, the long bed. There was not two-wheel drive, nothing cool about it. But it only had 19,000 miles on when I bought it, so it was definitely reliable. I paid $5,000 for it. I went out and got a loan and with the job. So, I got a loan. I established credit and that type of shit. Still remember it was Danvers Savings Bank, 1 Conant Street, Danvers, Mass, something. And my payment was $138.63. I still fucking remember that. So if I was you, you're obviously going to buy a used car. I mean, I always loved the Hondas and the Toyotas back in the day because those engines would just last forever. I don't know what they're doing now, but I remember I got some acting work and I made some money, but I've always been a frugal son of a bitch. So rather than buying a new car in like the late 90s, I bought a 1988 Honda Accord LX 5-speed, 4-door 5-speed, and I fucking loved that car. It had 100,000 miles on it when I drove it. And that fucking thing could cruise at 100 miles an hour still. No fucking problem. It was such a well-built car. So if I was going to go used, you got to be careful with whatever the flashy cars are. Like when I was a kid, everybody would try to go out and buy the Burt Reynolds fucking Trans Am with the screaming chicken or the flaming eagle, whatever the fuck they called it on the hood. And you just had to know that those cars were driven like a sports car, fucking burnouts and neutral drops and all the shit that people used to do, trying to do the Jim Rockford, backing it up and whipping the fucking front end around. So, I don't know. And I also liked having a 4-door car because I used to like heading out with my friends. Everybody could pile in. And, all depends on what you're looking for. But I would get something that that has the reputation of lasting rather than, I don't know. I mean, you do want something kind of cool. Try if you can blend both those worlds. Something kind of cool looking, but also is going to last. I would get something like that. And if you have to take out a little bit of a loan, you already got a job. That's fucking cool. You establish credit. You pay the fucker off, and then you're into that world, right? Learn about money and all of that shit. All right, Halloween costumes. I got to wrap this up quick here because I got to get running here. Dear Dr. Billy Stein, I have a 2-year-old daughter. Oh, congratulations. As well, and I'm starting to remember all this fun stuff we do this autumn season. Jump in piles of leaves, watch Halloween movies, and try to scare the shit out of ourselves by running through the woods at night. I don't think I've ever heard you recall any favorite Halloween costumes or Halloween memories. Do you and Nia have any plans to dress up your daughter? Also, if you had a professional costume and makeup team, what would you go for as Halloween at this point in your life? P.S. Nothing goes better with a cigar than apple cider. Nothing. Really? Really? Well, it just so happens I know somebody who makes apple cider, who also happens to be one of my favorite drummers of all time, Tim Alexander from Primus. He has his own cider. What the fuck is it called again? He just fucking asked me if I wanted some too, and I told him I can't. I'm fucking in sober October, which I was, and now I'm not. Let's see, Tim Alexander cider. This shit is, if you're into fucking cider, man. Okay, herbcider.com. What do we got here? Here we go. Yeah, it's called Herb Cider. It's hard. Herb Cider is a craft cider produced by world-renowned drummer Tim Herb Alexander and his wife Shama. Created their first batch of cider in their garage in the fall of 2016. Yeah, dude, he gave me some of that stuff. It's fucking delicious. And then he gave me like a whole case of it. So I brought it down to the comedy store and I gave it out to a bunch of comics, and everybody was just like, kind of fucking went nuts for it. So anyways, let's get back to the Halloween stuff. Okay, what are you asking me? Do I have any plans to dress up? Yeah, I mean, I usually dress up like John Bonham or a fucking, maybe I was going to go as Vinnie Paul this year, just as he passed away this year or something like that. And as far as our daughter, my wife was talking. She was going to dress her up like Bruno Mars because our daughter has like curly hair. She's so fucking cute. It's ridiculous. But at the last second, she went to the costume place and she got us all like matching like skeleton costumes, which I thought was a little hacky going out as when she told me the idea. But then I saw them. They're really fucking cool. And it's going to look cute, We're having Nia does the kid Halloween party every year. So we have a bunch of kids come over. So I guess I couldn't dress up like something too scary. And I guess if I dressed up like John Bonham or Vinnie Paul, they wouldn't know who it was, and they'd probably just look like a scary fucking guy. So anyways, did I answer your question? I don't even fucking know. I'm just thinking about smoking a cigar, drinking some fucking apple cider, though. Underrated. Going to things by yourself. No girls, no friends, no family, no problem. Hey there, Billy Freckle Glutes. My whole life, I had this dilemma regarding going to events or social gatherings alone. I've even had friends say that if you eat alone at a restaurant or McDonald's or something, that's social suicide. Well, no one ever told me that. I love going to shit by myself. This can be really debilitating, especially if your work schedule sucks. You live in a town or a million other reasons. But I finally figured it out. Who cares? Half the time that you do have a group to go to something with, people flake, want to change plans, times, etc. If there's an event you really want to go to, you have to think about yourself and just go, even if you are by yourself. And I write this as I'm a little nervous, wanting to go to see a comedy show tonight that I have to drive a bit to that's out of the way and go there alone. Well, I'll be honest with you. I just don't sit up front if you go to a comedy show alone. But other than that, there's no problem with it. And then, you usually meet people, I used to go to shit by myself all the time. Baseball games, football games, all of that shit. Except I wouldn't talk to anybody because I was a fucking lunatic. Anyways, I say this constantly having to deal with the issue, including your tours. Some very good friends dropped out of going to your show. Well, I don't blame them. I just feel like, for me, it puts you in this spot of, oh, now I just can't go. And your instinct is that you getting that experience is impossible. What? And your instinct is that you getting that experience is impossible. Well, fuck that. You might as well go, because if you think of it in that way, you will miss out on 1,000 Bill Burr specials, sporting events, holidays, and before you know it, you're at the end of your road and have all these piled up regrets. Forget about the stigma of solo attending things. Live your life and have fun. Did you guys hear my stomach growling there? Try not to eat like a fucking asshole here. And that's all you have to say. That's all I have to say about that. Can't wait for you to see you at the Garden. You ranty bastard. Go fuck yourself. Thanks for the laugh, inspiration, and one more time, go fuck yourself. Yeah, dude, go. If you want to go, go. Just because someone else can't go, I mean, what are they? What are they? The fucking dictator of what you go to? Absolutely go to by yourself and then chat up a couple of ladies. Who are you here with? I came by myself. It's actually like a fucking strong move. All my friends flaked, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go. I'm sure I'll meet somebody nice. And look, I ran into you. And then you're in. Right? Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna have an afternoon delight. I came to the shit all by myself, and now I'm talking to you. Would you like to see my dick? Hey, I was just fucking around. Please don't me to me. Hey, sorry. Anyways, would you like to see my dick? I asked fucking permission. Why are you flipping out? Please don't put that on Twitter. Sorry, I'm losing my fucking mind. You know what I realized, too? I'm in my fucking apartment here, and people are going to be hearing me down the hall singing about Me Too stuff, and I don't want to trigger anybody. All right? That shit. All right, go Red Sox. Go Patriots. Patrick Mahomes is the real deal. I miss defense in the NFL. That's all I have to say. Go fuck yourselves, and I'll check in on you.